Hi, welcome back to our channel. And as parents, we want the best for our kids. So we naturally protect them against pain, failure, and disappointment.
But here's the real question. Are we moving too quickly to shield our children from the very challenge that makes them grow and develop into resilient young adults? I recently had a conversation with a friend that made me think, because she said that what deeply impacts her to hear the testimonies of adults who grew up in a Christian home and the time when their parents' faith became their own. She asked herself what was a turning point, and one woman specifically said that she couldn't ignore God anymore because he was so evident in her life. It wasn't just learning about God from her parents anymore. It was about seeing God's presence in everything she did. This conversation really resonated with me because this is exactly what we want to see in our family.
We don't just want them to know about God through us. We want them to experience Him for themselves and to see God's presence in their own lives, guiding them, shaping their hearts, and meeting them in everyday moments.
And now you might ask, what does that have to do with shielding our children too much? Let's look at it from a different angle.
When we overly protect our children from life experiences, we might unintentionally prevent them from encountering God in those moments.
And life is full of ups and downs, but is it not in those moments of confusion and struggles that we meet God most powerfully? If we shelter our children in those times, we limit the opportunity for them to experience God in their own life.
So here are a few ways to steward this process well. The first one, check your heart first.
Ask yourself, am I trying to protect my child, or am I trying to control the outcome?
Often our desires to protect stems from fear.
Take this to God and ask Him what the real root is, why you're shielding your child, and to give you the courage to trust Him on your child's journey.
Number two, normalize failure and frustration. Instead of rescuing them right away, says it's okay to be disappointed. What do you think you can do next?
Let them work through their frustration and come up with their own solution.
These moments build resilience and teach them that they are not alone. God is with them through it all. 3, share your own stories of struggle. Be open about times when you were scared, failed, or didn't understand what God was doing, but how He showed up anyway.
And let your life speak of a gospel of grace and not perfection. Your vulnerability shows them that they're not the only one who face difficulties, but encourages them to trust God through it.
Number 4, be a steady, safe presence, not a fixer. Remind them, and here, you are not alone.
And more than anything, God is here, even in this. Your calm presence helps them to face difficulties without fear, knowing they have the strength to go through it because God is walking with them.
Number 5, pray for their personal encounter with God and make this daily prayer.
Lord, show yourself to my child and speak to them in a way that they will understand. Let them see you not only in our family, but in their own lives and struggles.
Let's not raise children who only know the God we talked about.
Let's raise children who've experienced Him because they've seen His power in their own lives.
It starts by letting go of the control, surrendering our fears, and trusting that God will take care of them,
even in those hard moments. It's in these times that their faith is forged and they truly meet Him. How powerful is that? And if you found this video encouraging, join us weekly for practical and life-giving insights on this beautiful journey called parenthood. Until then,
bye.